IMPACTS S320 Blaster and the IMPACTS 3324 dust collector. So what we're going to do here is just kind of go over the basics on how to get it all set up. We got it plugged into the 480 volt power supply, and then really our next step is going to be, you got your on and off disconnect here on the side. Turn this on, and then from there's power to the panel. So the next step is going to be to check rotation. We have two switches here. One is for the dedusting, which will be the filter cleaning, the air compressor. This one will be the exhaustion, the blower motor that turns on the vac. So first we'll check the rotation here. I just bumped the switch, and you can see the arrows here and here on which way that's supposed to be spinning when I bump it. Which right now that one is spinning correctly. Next we'll check the rotation on our exhaustion. The exhaust you'll be able to see up front, there's an arrow. There would be an arrow on that motor, shows which way it's going to spin. You can see the fan. You'd either look underneath the motor or also through the hose. You can see the fan in there when I turn it on. And there we can see the rotation is spinning the correct way. We will do a quick overview here. If you had to change the rotation, if both rotations are wrong, go ahead and turn power off. Unplug the machine. We'll open up the panel. And inside here we have a phase selector switch. Right now it's on 1. So if we needed to change the rotation, we would switch it to 2. Then get it switched. Close the panel, and then we'd be able to check a rotation again and see if it's correct. So we'll go ahead and turn our power on. Now from here we are good to run, so we'd be able to turn the exhaustion on. Alright, now on the S320 to get it started up, we have it plugged in to the vacuum. There's a port right on the vacuum on where this plugs in at. And then also there's a little hoop for your cord to go so you don't yank the plug out. Also, this is the S320. The blast pattern is 320 millimeters wide, which is 12.5 inches. So now go ahead with the starting sequence on this is going to be pretty similar. We have the control on, which will turn on power to the control panel and your front drive wheel. And then the blaster wheel turns on right here, which will start the blast motor. Emergency stop. This is our shot lever. Pull the lever back to start blasting. Then on your hand controls, this will engage the drive wheel, and then your switches for forward, reverse, and then also your speed. Here's your speed pod to change the speed of the travel speed. And the fast motion is more just for transport. It puts it into full speed. Alright, now on the S320, to go ahead and start it up, we'll go ahead and pull out the E-stop, and then from there we can turn the control panel on. And now that gives power to the drive wheels. First thing we'll check those, we'll double check our blast wheel rotation. And you can see the arrow on the side of the motor, which will indicate which way the fan should spin. Alright, so our rotation is correct. Also, when we pre-test these things here, we set up the blaster to be in sync with the dust collector. So if the dust collector's rotation is correct, your blaster rotation should be correct as well. We always recommend double checking just in case anything changed, but as long as your dust collector is right, your blaster should be correct. So from here we got the control on. Now what we can do is go ahead and put the pin in the drive wheel. Right now the machine is in free spinning, so go ahead and open that up. And you put your pin in one of these holes. Now go ahead and let it spin until it pops in place. Go ahead and close that. Now it's controlled, and we can change the speed or whatever we want to do there. Alright, here what I'm going to do, just because it's a brand new machine, is we're going to kind of prime the magnets underneath the machine. We'll preload them up with some shot, just so when we first start, the shot's not going to go flying everywhere. So what I'll do is I'll just put some out on the floor. Just kind of spread it around a little bit. And then bring the blaster over top of it and let it get on all the magnets real good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fill the hopper up on the 320 with the shot. I'm going to use 330 shot. This machine can take anywhere from 280 up to 460. Typically I fill them right up to the screen. So now we've already checked everything, made sure our rotation is good, so now we'll go ahead and fire everything up. Control panel on. Go ahead and turn blast wheel on.